Darrell Dusty Crawford, also known as Lone Bull in his Blackfoot Native American name, has undertaken a DNA test with the Cellular Research Institute, CRI, revealing fascinating insights into his heritage. What's particularly astonishing is how far back in time CRI scientists have traced his genetic lineage. Crawford, residing in Heart Butte, Montana, on the Blackfeet Indian Reservation, possesses the oldest known Native American DNA, which challenges our understanding of American ancestry. The prevailing theory of human migration to the Americas posits that people from northern Siberia crossed into Alaska around 15,000 years ago during the last glaciation period. This was made feasible by lower sea levels, revealing a land bridge. Archaeological evidence, such as the discovery of ancient children's skeletons in central Alaska, supports a connection between the region and contemporary Native Americans. Genetic studies, including a 14,000-year-old tooth from Siberia, further back this theory, suggesting a genetic connection between Siberia and Native Americans. While the land bridge theory is dominant, it's not without its challenges. Alternative hypotheses include migration via the Bering Strait, the Kelp Highway, or even boat journeys from Europe. Regardless, the ancient land bridge remains a compelling explanation for the earliest human presence in the Americas. The hypothesis regarding the transatlantic migration of Native Americans finds support in the frequent discovery of ancient Clovis weapons along the east coast of America. These artifacts often take the form of arrowheads or spear points, displaying remarkable similarities to weaponry found in Spain and southern France. This suggests a potential seaborne route where people crossed the Atlantic in skin-covered vessels, potentially landing in Virginia or Maryland. Furthermore, the beliefs of Native Americans themselves provide insight into their origins. Some indigenous narratives suggest that the first people emerged from the earth. These stories, rooted in creation myths, are common among various native tribes across the Americas. Contrary to the notion of a single group traversing a land bridge, the reality may be multifaceted, with many diverse groups arriving at different times and from various directions. To gain a deeper understanding of their heritage, some Native Americans, like Darrell Crawford, have turned to DNA testing. Modern technology has made DNA testing accessible to people from various backgrounds, enabling them to uncover truths about their ancestry, confirm or refute parenthood, and explore familial connections. The DNA testing process involves collecting blood or saliva samples from individuals and analyzing them for genetic similarities, revealing valuable insights into one's genetic heritage. In Crawford's case, his brother, Alvin Willie Crawford, encouraged him to take a DNA test. Tragically, Alvin passed away from a heart attack before he could see the results. Alvin was a firefighter with the Chief Mountain Hotshots, an organization dedicated to battling wildfires on Blackfoot land. He also taught construction industry skills at the Blackfeet Community College. Alvin had previously taken a DNA test with Ancestry.com, but he wasn't satisfied with the results. As a result, Darrell turned to a different company, CRI Genetics, known for its claimed accuracy level of over 90% in testing methods. Alvin's passion for preserving their heritage was evident, as Darrell recalled his profound knowledge of their history. Unfortunately, Alvin passed away at the age of 62. Darrell explained, "He was fascinated by our history, and it never dawned on me how much he knew until one night we were talking about land, and he knew so much history." The DNA results Darrell received from CRI Genetics were nothing short of astonishing. They had implications for our understanding of human migration to the Americas. CRI Genetics reported that they had traced Darrell's genealogy back 55 generations, with a confidence level raised to an impressive 99%, surpassing their typical 90% confidence rate. In summary, Darrell Crawford's DNA analysis revealed a remarkable ancestral history dating back around 17,000 years. This finding left the experts at CRI Genetics astounded, comparing it to the genetic equivalent of discovering Bigfoot. Crawford's lineage extended further into the past than any other individual examined by the company, defying conventional expectations. Crawford's childhood teachings centered around the land bridge theory, suggesting that his ancestors likely reached the Americas in that manner. However, his DNA test results appeared to challenge this notion, hinting at the possibility that people might have arrived in the Americas via oceanic routes. His DNA connected him to a lineage associated with the Pacific, proposing that these people might have crossed the seas, first reaching South America and then moving northward. Crawford's DNA placed him in the Na haplogroup B2, a rarity in regions of North America such as Canada and Alaska, with evidence of this lineage dating back 17,000 years in what is now Arizona. These ancient lineages are one of the four major Native American populations known as clans, including the Sachi, Aichianina, and the Aina group. The Aina group is named after an important figure in Polynesian mythology symbolizing the first woman. Crawford's DNA identified him as part of the Aina group. Notably, this DNA element shares its closest association with people from the Pacific. Cryogenetics mentioned that the path from the Americas to Polynesia remains somewhat of a mystery, given the absence of this haplogroup in Alaska and Canada. Instead, it is prevalent on the eastern coast of North America, further pointing away from an Atlantic crossing from the west or a land bridge migration from the north, and suggesting a Pacific journey. Crawford's detailed genetic results were fascinating, revealing that 83% of his heritage traced back to Native American genes, with a significant 73% from a single lineage. Additionally, around 10% of his DNA had European origins, just over 5% from East Asia, specifically Southern Han Chinese and Japanese, roughly 2% from South Asia, and a tiny fraction, less than 0.25%, from Sierra Leone in Africa. Crawford believes that DNA testing could revolutionize our understanding of the first human settlers in the Americas, and he encourages his fellow Native Americans to explore their genetic heritage. However, he cautions that these tests may reveal unexpected truths, and the concept of full blood may not be as straightforward as once thought. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.